Making your own money or building your own business has never been easier. But a lot of people fail to start because they feel so overwhelmed by the amount of time it's going to take. In this video, I am going to show you the 5 AI automations that I have set up that enable me to build and run a business for very little time every single week. These automations are free to set up, incredibly easy to get going, and save me literally tens of hours every single week, enabling me to make my own money on the side. So if you have an idea, if you are a creator, or if you are just founding a business, this is the channel for you. I'm Gina. I have spent 17 years building startups from the ground up, and I know everything that goes into making an idea turn into income. Along with this experience, I also bring you the latest in tools and technology to enable you to build a business without having to build a big team with all the risk and all the cost that comes along with that. So if you want to build your own thing, hit subscribe and check out my website for all the free tools that I give away, enabling you to turn your idea or your passion into your own income. When you are starting out, and especially when you already have a job or other commitments, time is everything. AI is a very practical way to get things off your plate that do not need your time, energy, and attention, and enable you to focus on what's actually going to drive your business forward that only you can do. These 5 automations work together to essentially build an entire team around yourself that saves you time, saves you money, but also gives you that focus. My first automation takes all of my emails, all of my correspondence, and puts it in a Notion to-do list for me to work through. No more opening and reading emails, no more scanning, no more moving things across from to-do lists. This automation saves me literally 3 hours every single week. It runs in the background and it continuously checks what's coming in and what I actually need to do. Now, this automation sounds complicated, but it really isn't. And it's worth its weight in gold. All you need is a Zapier account, your email, an OpenAI where I use ChatGPT, and a task list for Notion. And there is one on my website, so grab it for yourself for free. You simply need to link your Zapier account to your Gmail and set up a trigger that every time an email comes in, Zapier sends it to your OpenAI, which will then summarize and check for anything actionable, and then link your OpenAI back to your Notion through Zapier again with a trigger that anything actionable gets put automatically into your Notion to-do list. I have not checked my email for months. This automation means that I don't waste time trawling through my emails. All I have to do is check into my to-do list and I will see that everything is summarized with what I need to do next or what is outstanding. It saves me so much time, and it also means that I'm unbiased in my approach to what I'm doing in my emails. Having a filter that goes from inbox all the way to my task list not only reduces my time of actually reading through my emails and deciphering what needs to be done, but the sheer admin of building a task list from one place to another. This automation is incredible. If you are only going to set one up, do this. I guarantee it will change your life. So the next way that I save myself hours a week is I have set up my AI to be my virtual assistant. And this is the true power of AI, especially for creatives. We don't need to worry about generative content. We don't need to worry about our jobs being taken. What we need to do is grasp the opportunity of how AI can be active assistance and acceleration of the tasks that we need to get done in order to work on our creative, on our storytelling, on everything that makes us us. AI can completely take over tasks that you don't have the skill or the time for, and also speed up tasks that would traditionally be a huge time sap. I have tons of automations set up, such as summarizing PDFs, rewriting proposals, drafting short bios, taking big clunky information and breaking it down for me. I have built a ton of these prompts that I set up as automations into my Notion, and every time I use a new one, I list it in there. It creates a Bible of things that are useful for me and my virtual assistant that I have set up through AI. Anytime I find myself doing anything more than once, I make a note of it and add it into my prompts database. Then every time, all I have to do is copy and paste and tweak slightly, and the job is done in minutes rather than hours. It's basically a staff member that I'm building and teaching for myself. Plus, it works 24/7 and doesn't complain about overtime. If you want a list of these prompts that I've been building, drop me a comment in the video. Now, the next life-changing AI automation that I have set up is another way in which we use AI for active assistance. I'm on a lot of calls, and I don't tend to take notes, mostly because I'm leading the calls, but also because I find that with the nature of what I do, it's actually more useful for me to be present. It's very difficult to lead a call, but also take notes manually yourself. That's why I am so grateful that I have automated all of my note-taking through Granola. I've tried and tested a ton of AI note-taking apps, including ones native to the platform, but nothing surpasses Granola. What Granola does is it takes your transcript and not only creates notes, but also creates to-dos and expands on those to-dos with additional context. This is a paid service, so you can utilize the free services such as Gemini, but if I'm going to advocate for anything, it's going to be using AI to take good notes from your calls. Writing notes during a meeting is distracting. Writing notes after a meeting is really time-consuming. And thinking that you're going to remember everything you need to remember from the meeting is delusional. So if you can set one thing up now to make your life better, to save yourself time, set up an automation to take notes of the calls that you are in. Moving on from the task-based automation, these automations I use drive my business forward. The first of these is an automation on content creation, but not how you imagine. I write all of my video scripts from scratch. I simply haven't found a program that is able to talk in the way I want to talk, that gets the information. And to be honest, most of my value is in my years and years of experience, and trying to distill that down into some form of custom GPT just takes so long. I write all of my scripts into my content production board on Notion, which if you don't have one, I have one for free on my site. Go and grab it. And then once a week, I have an automated prompt that runs through Notion AI that takes my work and distills it down into other content that I can repurpose really quickly. This saves me 2 or 3 hours a week on rewriting stuff I've already written. Because all of the hard work is done, the rest of it is just automated. So I retain my control of my content, my tone of voice. It just does all of the admin for me. This helps me really focus on the core idea and the core content I'm creating and not get too bogged down in how you format things for different platforms. If you want to know what types of content you should be posting on each platform, I have done a video about that, so check that out. But this automation just really helps save my time and my energy after I've done all of my personal hard work. And now the final automation that I've set up that I absolutely love, that saves me a ton of time, is my automated top of funnel. This automation takes that very, very wide top of funnel and nurtures it without me doing anything. It's like having a BDR or a lead generator within your team that, again, you don't pay and can work even while you sleep. This, again, is using Zapier, and you can set this up super easily. All you need to do is have your Zapier account and your Gmail account. And then I use Squarespace for all of my orders. So all of my orders process through Squarespace into Gmail. But if you are taking orders, if you are generating leads elsewhere, you can simply set up this automation with a spreadsheet. You're going to go into Zapier that's already linked to your email and set up another trigger. This trigger is going to take everyone that is signing up at the top of your funnel and nurture them. If you're using Squarespace or another CRM system, the trigger you set up in Zapier is new form submission. And if you are simply using Google Sheets, the trigger is new spreadsheet row. With this trigger, the action that you set up is using your Gmail as the action app and send email as that action. So every time someone new comes into your funnel, they are automatically sent an email. Inside this, you set up a layer of automation where you use triggers such as first name and second name, and you write out a personal welcome email. This automation means that the actual first contact from your customer from that lead magnet is from your personal Gmail account. It makes it feel a lot more special than being on a mailing list. It also means that within Zapier, you can build out different segments so you can change that personalization direct to which lead magnet they have signed up for. This automation is part of a big series that I've done on emails because they genuinely make you money in your sleep. If you want to know how to set up all of these automations that have grown revenue for myself and other brands, check out my video on email marketing. but this automation is something that happens in the background, and it saves me hours and hours of personalized outreach. So these are my 5 favorite automations that I have set up that save me more than 10 hours every single week. They not only save me that time, but they also take away the mental load and the actual admin so that I can focus on the things that I need to do in order to move my business forward and grow more revenue for myself, with more time for myself, less money spent, and just a lot more fun. If building a business or making your own money sounds like something you want to do, hit subscribe. I'm here to make your life easier.